Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to EPCOT. We're hanging out by the leaping fountains today, although they're not really leaping, they're all off, which is kind of sad. But they're doing some maintenance in this area, so I figure maybe that's why they're off, is because of that maintenance. Anyway, I wanted a snack, so I've got some watermelon, and I thought that I would sit and chat with you for a second and talk about something that, well, since you guys have commented about it, I figure is worth chatting about. So, I don't know, grab a nice, juicy, delicious snack and let's talk. Oh my goodness, this is so good. It's been so long since I've had watermelon and it was on sale at my local grocery store, so I picked some up. Heaven. Anyway, so the other day we went to do opening day at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And it was a day. Things didn't really go well. We didn't get the chance to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which, spoiler alert, we tried again, weren't able to ride. And we were around some people who were, let's just say they weren't feeling the Disney magic. Anyway, some of you had said that I had like a good attitude, a positive outlook, even though things didn't go all that well. And I appreciate you saying that because, you know, it's always nice that my positive outlook is something that other people can see. You know, you're not always aware that that's the case until someone points it out. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that because, well, honestly, I'm only human. Okay, I have good days. I have bad days. I am not immune from being a grumpy bunny, just like the rest of you. But I'm also a firm believer that every situation, good, bad, and otherwise, but especially the miserable situations, the situations that don't go according to plan, I think that there's a good time just hiding in there, waiting for you to find it. I really do. And I don't say this as a person who has never been in a bad situation. I have. I have been in many bad and sketchy situations in my lifetime, but I still feel like those situations, bad and sketchy as they are, there's good things hiding in all of them. You just have to be open to experiencing them. And I'll tell you right now, it takes practice. It's not something that you just do. And yes, practice definitely means being in a long list of lousy situations that don't go according to plan enough to realize that there's some humor in it. And there's something good that you can experience no matter what the situation. For example, on opening day of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, when I was sitting on the ground, which was definitely nasty, there was definitely like chocolate and other food on the ground. It was probably getting on my backpack and on my pants. It was hot, it was raining, we were all shoved into a small space. I had the best conversation with a family from Kansas. And we talked about the weather, and we talked about their vacation so far and what their favorite parts were and what they were looking forward to, and the morality of hoping that it would just downpour so that people would clear out so it would be a short line when the ride came back up. We had a good time, even though it was less than ideal. And while there were no doubt other places that we all wanted to be, it helped pass the time. And while I talked to you about how long I had been waiting, in actuality, it didn't feel as long as it was. And I probably would have never known that it was an hour had I not been checking my clock to update you. Now, of course, we're talking about having conversations in this particular example, but it doesn't have to be about having conversations. It doesn't have to involve anyone else outside yourself. And I say it all the time, but it applies here too. Be creative. You know, maybe you hit a step goal before a certain time, or beat a record because however many attractions were down, or you got lost and you did multiple laps around the park. Maybe you forgot to hydrate until last second, drank way too much, couldn't stop peeing, and stopped at every single bathroom at Magic Kingdom. You can get a button for that. Seriously, you can go get a celebration button, put that on there. Boom, great day. At the end of the day though, this is the thing. If you look for it, you will find it. And I know that this is part of a bigger discussion that we'll likely have some other time, but I'm a firm believer that if you're looking for a good time, you will have a good time. If you're looking to be miserable, you're gonna be miserable. It doesn't matter how crazy the situation turns out. The good time is out there. Just gotta keep your eyes open. And I think that that's something that a lot of people struggle with here at Walt Disney World. I know people will say like, oh, well, it's because they spend so much money, or oh, it's because they have such high expectations. It all starts with you. I realize I sound like an inspirational poster or something, but it really does. Well, your car's over here. It all starts with you, you know. Have a good attitude and you'll have a good day. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.